What's up everybody, this is Zeeshan Janjua and welcome to another video. In today's video we are going to learn 25 English idioms that are going to help you sound more native. First of all, if you are new to the channel, consider subscribing and also hit the bell icon to get notified for my latest content updates. I upload videos about English learning and study tips. So if you are interested, go ahead and subscribe. So what is an idiom? That is the very first question we need to answer. An idiom is a common expression that has a different meaning to the literal words. This is the very basic definition. When a native person is using these idioms, it is very difficult for other person to understand them. So in today's video, we are going to ease that problem. So let's start with the idiom number 1. A blessing in disguise, something that seemed bad at first. I'm going to use this idiom so that its meaning become clear. Missing that bus was a blessing in disguise. Otherwise, we would all have been in a terrible accident. Number 2, a piece of cake, which means extremely easy. Learning how to drive is extremely easy, but we are going to use this idiom and say, learning how to drive is a piece of cake. Learning how to drive is a piece of cake. Number 3, a dime a dozen. Something common. Usage. The fish you caught is a dime a dozen in this river. The fish you caught is a dime a dozen in this river. Number 4, beat around the bush. This is an idiom which is used when the other person is not getting to the point and he's talking about all the other things and you want that person to get to the point and tell you what he wants or what he wants to say. This means avoid telling something that is usually uncomfortable. It means that avoid telling something that is usually uncomfortable. Usage. Don't beat around the bush. Give me the bad news straight. Don't beat around the bush. Give me the bad news straight. Number 5, better late than never. Means better to do something late than not doing it at all, which indicates to the fact that you should try to do something no matter how late you are. Sometimes these kind of things work in the best way possible. Usage. You should go for that interview. It's better late than never. To surprise, you might get the job. Number 6, call it a day, which means to stop working on something. It quite happens when you have put a lot of hours in doing something and you are tired and you want to take a time out. Let's look at the usage. I am exhausted for working 12 hours straight. I'm calling it a day. 7, easy does it. To relax or slow down. Usage. Easy does it. We will finish the work in time. 8, get out of hands. When something gets out of control. For example, this month's budget is getting out of hands because of the car we bought last month. Number 9, put all your eggs in one basket. Relying on just one thing. When somebody is relying on just one plan or a thing, they should come up with some backup plan. If things don't go the way they want them to be, they need a backup plan. So let's look at the usage. You should try for some other backup schools. Also, it's risky to put all your eggs in one basket. Number 10, to give someone the cold shoulder. To deny help or ignore someone. You are expecting that the person is going to help you, but on the contrary, that person is not interested in helping you at all. Let's look at an example. When I called Simon asking for his help, he gave me the cold shoulder. Number 11, so far, so good. Something that is alright until this point. Something that is alright until this point. How's your day going? It's so far, so good. Number 12, long story short, means to explain briefly. For example, there is someone and you know the whole story about that person, but you don't want to bore everybody with the details. You want to get to the end, what happened eventually at the end. So you are going to say, long story short, after 10 years he is returning back to his hometown. That is the final ending that everybody should know about, and you are getting straight to the point. Number 13, miss the boat. To take long or act late. You took a long time. That is why you missed the boat on making a great impression. Number 14, pull yourself together, to calm down. This is used when the things are not going in someone's favor. Pull yourself together. You should focus on your work in order to succeed. Number 15 is the most commonly used English idiom. It's not rocket science. Means it's not complicated. Usage. The way you tie your shoelaces, it's not rocket science. This idiom is used when someone is making things complex, but the fact is they are not complex at all. They are very simple, they are not complex, and anybody can do them, but they are making things hard. So you are going to say it's not rocket science. Number 16, break the ice, to relieve tension or to get a conversation going. This idiom is used when you are trying to initiate a conversation with a stranger, or you're trying to have a conversation with a person you have some sort of conflict, and it is important for you to sit down and have a talk. For example, they need to break the ice in order to make amends. 17. Get something out of your system, to get rid of an emotion or feeling. For example, you need to get the stress out of your system, otherwise you are making things worse for your health. Another most commonly used English idiom is benefit of the doubt, to trust what someone does or say. I am giving you the benefit of the doubt because this is your first mistake. That indicates that you are going to trust that person and you are going to take his word that he's not going to repeat that mistake again. Number 19, a straightforward one, hit the sack, meaning to go to sleep. It's almost midnight, I'm going to hit the sack. Number 20, cut someone some slack, means not to judge someone. Sarah came to class late. The teacher should cut her some slack because it's her first time. In order for you to judge someone, you need information and history from that person's past. But when you are meeting a complete stranger, you don't have any kind of information. So you are not going to judge that person right away, and you are going to cut some slack to that person. 1. Add insult to injury, to act in a way that makes a bad situation worse. For example, to add insult to injury, he told me that I was naive to think that he was on my side. Number 22. Barking up the wrong tree, pursuing the wrong path or thing. To explain, you are asking the right question but not to the right person. For example, you are barking up the wrong tree. I am not the one who wronged you. Actions speak louder than words. It's better to do something than the idle talk. A great leader sets up an example. A great leader sets up an example for the others. After all, actions speak louder than words. Number 24, once in a blue moon, meaning very rare, something that not happens very commonly. For example, it's once in a blue moon that my friend Vaji agrees with me. 25. Good egg means a good person. For example, Mr. Kabir's son Kaif is a good egg. All the people in the neighborhood adore him. So that's it for this video. If you enjoyed this video, give this video a thumbs up, and again, if you like my channel, consider subscribing, and see you all in the next video. Take care.